Here with us are the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central. Coach Tommy McKenzie. We'll start with you with some opening comments.
That was fun. They got a good team. They got a really good team. We knew coming into the game that it was going to be an uphill battle, as far as personnel goes. But as I told these guys before we took the floor, I wouldn't have wanted to take the floor with any other team. I mean, these kids right here, they're just a bunch of good kids. They play really, really hard. We don't always get the result we want. Obviously, we didn't hear today, but they played really, really hard. And I'm proud of them. We knew that their careers were going to end. And at some point, win or lose here at Rupp Arena, and I think they can take some solace in that. Never happy to lose, but at the same time, we'd rather be here going down to a really good Trinity team than we would be in the 15th region tournament. So we're proud of them, and I want to congratulate Trinity, wish them the best of luck going forward.
Apologize not introducing you guys. We have number 21 Gabe Farrell, number 10 Jacob Rice, and number 14 Braxton Bentley. I'm going to open it up for any questions.
Coach, you talked about that kind of being an uphill battle. You knew that going in. Talk a little bit about this team. Obviously, you guys have some guys returning next year as well, potential there. Not seeing a talent kind of like Trinity, what did you hope that some of the underclassmen could kind of learn, maybe for later down the road?
Well, something we just told them. I just looked at them in the locker room and told them, that is a team. If you have aspirations of winning a state championship, and I think most teams in Kentucky are going to say we do, including ours, that's where you got to get to. That's where you have to get to. No shortcuts. There was nothing easy in the habit. And honestly, that's something we preach every day: is you have to defend and you have to rebound. But that's what they did. That's what their whole program is predicated on. And we thought coming in that we were a pretty good defensive team, but they're on another level. And these guys realized that there was nothing easy. I mean, in a game like this, all of your shortcomings are exploited. So when your cuts are rounded off and you don't set good screens and you're not blocking out, it's magnified in every single situation. So I hope that those young kids got to see those things and they take advantage of it, learn from it, get better from it.
This is for Coach McKenzie. Coach, when you drew the seventh up there, how did it make you feel?
I was confident that Johnson Central would win the region because we drew the seventh. Because it seems like every year we're here, we're drawing the seventh region. 3 out of 5, we've drawn the seventh region here. But at the same time, it gives us an opportunity to see a really good basketball team. And again, it gives us a chance to see this is where we are, this is where we got to get to. So I was, I told them starting in the district tournament, when postseason started, this team always came into the game excited, where I felt like the other teams came in nervous and anxious. Now, I knew Trinity wouldn't come in nervous and anxious or shell-shocked. I mean, they played in some really good tournaments this year. They got a good team. They win the 7th region alone. You've done something. You knew they had a really good team. But I was hoping to be, in the very beginning, at least the more aggressive team, because I kind of feel like the most aggressive team at this level, has an advantage. We came out, I felt a little bit timid, a little bit shell-shocked, and was kind of trying to figure them out a little bit, see what they were going to do instead of kind of doing what we do, asserting ourselves. So, I knew I was excited about the opportunity, to get to play the 7th region.
This question's for Jacob. Jacob, you played in the Sweet 16 as an 8th grader, and you kind of came full circle as a senior. Give us a little bit of information about how it feels for you to close out your career at Rupp Arena.
It makes it a little bit easier. We had lost like 3 regional championships in a row, and it just feels good to be able to come back here. And even though my career's over, it makes it a little bit sweeter being here and easier.
Right here, guys.
Braxton and then Gabe too. Just talk a little bit about that. I know I talked to you guys after the Pikeville win, and you guys were just excited to come here. Talk about what it was like to play at Rupp Arena. And I know this isn't the way you guys wanted to go out, but here in a couple of days, couple of weeks, what will you guys take the rest of your lives from this experience?
Take that one. It's better losing at the regional, not now, but it's better being here, not losing. Sorry, I lost my words there, but ending here is amazing. Seeing all the crowd here, it's way more than the expo. It was awesome seeing coming into the gym.
you just take all that in, and that's something you remember for the rest of your life.
This question is for Gabe. You spent a lot of the season out with an injury. How does it feel to, be worked back into the lineup and get to play at Rupp, knowing the adversity you had gone through earlier in the year?
It's I can't put into words. I was going to quit and just rest for baseball, but I knew my parents would hate it too. I know I would hate it and be a terrible household, but I loved coming back, and how it ended. It's something I'll always remember, and I'm thankful that I did.
Final questions.
Mr. Bentley, just talk a little bit about, obviously I know growing up down here, it's all about Kentucky Wildcat basketball and things like that, and you just played on that same floor. What does that kind of mean, and what was it like playing here at Rupp Arena?
It means everything to me. I remember watching Jody Meeks here, crazy basketball player. Watching Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Davis, the national championship team. We played on national championship team's floor. It's amazing. Went out with the best team I could have went out with. Amazing coach, amazing guys right here. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
Coach, if you could just talk a minute about David Johnson and the task of going up against a guy like that.
Well, obviously, he's an amazing player. We knew coming into the game that we were going to have our hands full with him. He scores in every way imaginable. His athleticism is off the charts. And defensively, I was very impressed with his defensive ability. He was just right there for every single bounce. Seemed like made it tough on all of our guards. And I kind of felt coming in that they would try to make us handle the ball and be that kind of team. But I think he's going to get a lot of accolades. Already has. But obviously moving forward, he's going to be a special player. Most of that's going to come based on his offensive ability. But defensively is where he's so impressive. And his size, man, he's just got such size to go along with that athleticism. And I would think if you were looking for the prototypical basketball player, that's kind of what you're looking for in David Johnson.
Guys, congratulations on a great season.